My parents were both noble white foxes, but I came out as a mixed fur mutt. My mom went pale with shock. She hid it from my dad and used an ancient secret art to dye my fur purple. From then on, I grew up wrapped in my dad's love. On my coming-of-age day, Xuanyuan was made my husband. Who could have guessed? After we married, I gave birth to the lowest-rank mixed fur fox. Meanwhile, my half-sister, a low-rank gray fox, gave birth to a rare purple fox, my husband Snap. He threw me and my child into a vat of boiling oil and made us into a pan of crispy fried fox meat. When I opened my eyes again, I was back to the day my sister and I were choosing our husbands. He chose my sister without hesitation. That's when I knew he'd been reborn too. I just laughed coldly to myself. A mixed fur fox faking his coat with spiritual power. How could he ever father a high-rank fox? The Fox clan has a strict hierarchy. 7 ranks total. From the top, mystic white purple, red gray blue, and at the very bottom, the despised mixed fur fox. Mystic foxes haven't appeared in 1,000 years, basically a legend. White foxes are once in a century rare. My father, the clan chief, is the only white fox alive today. He always dreamed I'd pair with the highest-ranked blue fox, to birth the next pride of the Fox clan. Today's mate selection ceremony was all for that. The most noble blue fox of the younger generation was none other than my ex-husband, Xuanyuan. When I opened my eyes, he was staring at me with pure mockery, just moments before my father had chosen a husband for me. Princess Guning has noble blood. You'd be lucky to have her. I've decided this match myself. Wenyuan bowed slightly. Fox King, I refuse to marry Princess Guning. The one I want is your second daughter, Guyan. The moment those words hit, the entire hall went dead silent. Every fox stared wide-eyed in shock. Guyan froze for a second, then broke into a smug, triumphant grin right at me. I laughed bitterly inside. I'm the Fox King's legitimate daughter. Pure bloodline. Always in the spotlight. But Guyan? She's just the kid of some random common fox my father got involved with. Born out of a slip-up. Sure, she carries my father's blood. But she's just a gray fox. No noble family would touch her. And she looked down on ordinary clan members. All my other sisters had already settled down. She was the only one still waiting. Xuanyuan chose straight up defied my father in public. Dad held back his fury. You're the best of the Fox clan. How can you put personal feelings over duty? Producing strong offspring is your calling. Besides, my daughter Guning has the noblest bloodline of any female. Why would you pass on her? Fox King, it's not that I don't want Guning. It's that she's been lying and deceiving everyone. She's no noble purple fox. She's a mixed fur mutt. Those words hit like a grenade. Everyone gasped. I clenched my teeth. I always knew he'd pull this card. My father's rage hit like a wall. Everyone dropped to their knees. Xuanyuan, do you know what it means to slander a princess? Xuanyuan stood his ground, completely unfazed. He shot me a contemptuous glance. As long as Princess Guning shows her true form, the truth will come out on its own. My maid's voice was shaking. Princess, please just reveal your true form. How could you possibly be a mixed fur fox? I stared at Xuanyuan's smug, arrogant face and slowly clenched my fists. In our last life after I gave birth, he turned our prized purple fox into a mixed fur mutt, then used every spell he had to destroy my inner core and forced me to reveal my true form. My father stared at me with cold, disappointed eyes. What are you waiting for? Show your true form. Or where does that leave my dignity? My father is a once-in-a-century white fox. No matter who he pairs with, his child shouldn't be a lowly mixed fur fox. My parents had always been deeply in love. My mother had a rough birth with me. After that, my father treasured me like gold. On her deathbed, my mother said I was a purple fox. No one had ever questioned it. I bowed my head and said nothing, then quietly let out a few words. I'm not a purple fox. My father forced down his rage. He said coldly, fine. Xuanyuan, I hereby grant you marriage to Guyan. Nothing else to discuss? Everyone get out. Xuanyuan threw me one last smug look, and slowly walked away. Soon the hall was empty, just me and my father. He suddenly coughed up a mouthful of blood. Princess Guning is guilty. Throw her in the dungeon. I wanted to explain. Sure, I'm not a purple fox, but I'm definitely not just some ordinary mixed fur fox. My fur is white streaked with red, like flames wrapped around my entire body. But from start to finish, he never gave me a single chance to speak. He didn't trust me. He didn't even trust my mother, who died giving birth to his child. I had to do something for myself. I knelt and begged. Your daughter was in the wrong. I asked to go to the land of eternal frost as a tribute offering to the Fox god. The Fox clan has been in decline. Over centuries, high-rank foxes have grown rarer and rarer. To preserve the bloodline, every 100 years, a young maiden is chosen and offered to the Fox god, in hopes of receiving his blessing. I'm in a desperate spot right now. This is my last shot. My mother left me a final message. She said I had a special identity. If things got bad, I should seek the Fox god in the land of eternal frost. Your destiny is there, she said. After hearing my plea, my father glared at me with pure hatred. In the end, Guyan was the one who spoke up, saying I was basically asking to die, then begged my father on my behalf. My father finally agreed. I knew she wasn't genuinely helping me. She just wanted to watch me crash. I went back to pack with my maid, but Guyan couldn't wait to come rub it in. She showed up in extravagant robes she'd never worn before. Face caked in rouge and powder, she was absolutely living her best life. Guyan looked at me with full contempt. Pure disdain in every word. Wow, the high and mighty Princess Guning. Turns out to be the very mixed fur mutt that even lowly clan members despise. Even going as a sacrifice. Why would the Fox god ever choose you? Unlike me, Xuanyuan personally chose me. The dream guy of every woman in the Fox clan. My maid couldn't hold back and stepped up. Princess Guyan, just days ago you were on your knees begging my princess to help you find a good match. How can you flip so fast? Guyan's face dropped. She slapped my maid hard across the face. I was about to hit back when a sudden force slammed into me and threw me to the ground. I looked up. Xuan Yuanche was standing in the doorway, watching. Guyan carries the hopes of the clan. She is destined to help me birth a white fox. As for you, someone of mixed and lowly blood, you've had no worth for a long time. Why are you still in my sight? I burst out laughing. Well then, best of luck producing that white fox. But I knew the truth. They couldn't even produce a gray fox. A mixed fur fox can only produce another mixed fur fox. On top of that, Xuan Yuanche had been draining his power just to fake his coat. His core was already shot. He'd barely be able to have a child at all. The suffering I went through last life? Guyan, enjoy every second of it. I walked out of the palace under everyone's ridicule. My powers had been sealed by my father. I had no choice but to take whatever they threw at me. Thankfully, half a month later, I finally reached the temple in the land of eternal frost. The first night there, everyone was buzzing, waiting for the fox god to appear. In the dead of night, a man covered in scars, with a crippled left leg, came limping in. Everyone panicked and scattered, then chased him out. But I noticed, despite the crippled leg, his movements were sharp and precise. This was no ordinary man, so I slipped out in the chaos. Hey, wait, where are you going? He turned around, gave me a small smile, and I blacked out. When I came to, it was already the next day. My whole body ached. There was a strange mark on my wrist. Everyone in the temple had vanished. I followed my memory back to the palace. The moment I reached the palace gates, everyone freaked out. Because throughout all of history, not one person had ever made it back alive from the temple. Yet here I was, back in one piece. To them, this was either a miracle or a curse. The royal guards called me a deserter, but when it came to clan safety, no explanation worked. In the end, they came up with a plan: burn me alive in front of the temple, as an act of respect to the fox god. I cried and begged my father. I have no idea what happened. I really didn't sneak out on my own, but my father just looked at me coldly. Look at yourself. How many times have you humiliated me? Nearby, Xuan Yuanche stood holding Guyan, whose belly was already showing, and they watched my humiliation like it was a show. Flames suddenly erupted all over my body. I nearly passed out from sheer terror. But as time went on, I realized the fire couldn't hurt me at all. The mark on my wrist glowed faintly. Guyan saw I was completely unharmed. She immediately jumped out and taunted me. Gu Ning, what tricks did you pull this time? How are you so scheming? The high priest made a dramatic entrance. Perhaps Gu Ning is too lowly. The fox god finds her unworthy and won't even bother hurting her. The fox god is merciful. Let her go. The high priest brought in a physician to examine me. The physician took my pulse and dropped a bombshell. Gu Ning, she's pregnant. My father's dark expression turned ice cold. Gu Ning, get on your knees. You have insulted the fox god. Today I'll rid the world of you. Xuan Yuanche finally got the opening he'd been waiting for. He threw everything at me but couldn't land a scratch. Guyan rushed up too, slapped me across the face. How do you have no shame? You're a princess, breaking clan rules and sleeping around? I noticed Guyan had zero spiritual power when she hit me. It seemed like Xuan Yuanche was walking the same path as last life. Someone fanned the flames from the side. The land of eternal frost is full of strange creatures. The princess probably doesn't even know what she's carrying. I was pelted with insults from every direction. The filthiest words you can imagine. Someone even got grabby in front of my father. In the end, they hauled me back to the palace under house arrest. But barely a few days later, someone actually came asking for my hand. Me, the most talked about disgrace of the clan. Guyan rushed into my chambers, barely containing herself, grinning from ear to ear. Well, would you look at that, little sis? Your name is absolute trash, and someone's still willing to clean up the mess. Though I hear he's got bad legs, and isn't much to look at either. Her maids piled on, slow and graceless. Honestly, a perfect match for the princess. I kept my face stone cold. Thanks for the update, sis, I smiled. Honestly, even with bad legs, he's still a way better deal than Xuan Yuanche. Sure enough, the man dressed in rags, limping with every single step, was the exact same man I'd seen outside the temple that night. Father. And just like that, he moved right into my palace. I had way too many questions. Finally, I just had to ask, if you're not the fox god? He panicked and slapped his hand over my mouth. I'm just a regular mixed fur fox from the temple. How could I possibly be the fox god? You're way too kind, seriously. So the baby in my belly is naturally mine. He acted like nothing was off, but I wasn't buying it, not even a little. While Guyan and I were both pregnant, strange things kept happening in the palace. Land that used to be completely barren suddenly burst into thick, lush growth. Small animals started gaining spiritual awareness, some even shape-shifting into human form. The high priest rushed to divine the omens and said something major was coming. Xuan Yuanche was thrilled. He was convinced it was the child in Guyan's belly, destined to be the future glory of the Fox clan. Guyan had this smug look on her face. She seized the moment to sweet-talk the king. Father, I'm precious cargo right now. I want to ask a favor. Let my sister come serve by my side. I flat out refused to be anywhere near those two, but the king used my unborn child's life as leverage. If you don't go, I'll throw that little bastard of yours to the dogs. And that crippled husband of yours, I'll have him beaten to death. For the sake of my child and my husband, I had no choice but to go to Guyan's palace. One day I dozed off feeling completely drained, like I just couldn't wake up no matter what. Then suddenly the mark on my wrist started flickering. I forced myself up, and found Xuan Yuanche collapsed on the floor, coughing up blood. So that was their plan all along, to drain my spiritual energy. When it didn't work, Xuan Yuanche flew into a rage. You vile creature! The thing you're carrying is no good either. He stormed off in a fury. In that moment, I caught a glimpse of his true form flashing through. Just as I suspected, he was actually a gray fox. That day I followed Guyan back to the Zhuanyuan estate. The Queen Mother spotted Xuan Yuanche, pale as a ghost, sneaking off in one direction. After making sure no one was watching, he finally relaxed and twisted something, triggering a hidden mechanism, then dropped down. Once he came back up, I quietly copied his moves and worked the mechanism myself. When I got down there, what I saw absolutely floored me. The women who had traveled with me to that frozen wasteland, almost all of them were here. They looked completely worn out, many with their hair already gone fully white. A few of the higher-ranked foxes already had visibly swollen bellies. I was stunned. My stomach dropped. The one who had humiliated me the worst threw herself at my feet begging for her life. Princess, please, save us. We can't hold on much longer. Even after I came back up from that underground chamber, I still felt like none of it was real. We'd been married for so long in our past life, and I never knew he was capable of something this monstrous. But I knew the timing wasn't right yet. I had to hold it together. A few months later, as Guyan and I were both close to giving birth, the sky gave off signs. A blazing red light churned across the sky for miles. The high priest rushed outside and prostrated himself. This is a sign of great fortune. A white fox must be descending into this world. The king was overcome with excitement. A white fox, yes, yes. I have waited hundreds of years for this, and the day has finally come. Right at that moment, both Guyan and I were hit with intense labor pains at the same time. Guyan was writhing in pain but still found the nerve to gloat. My child hasn't even been born yet, and already bringing me this much glory. No idea what kind of freak you've got in there, daring to share a birthday with my son.